Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are starting our lecture on academic writing, and this lecture will clarify your concepts about what is academic writing, why academic writing, and how academic writing. The focus of this lecture is simply we will try to cover. I will briefly tell you that what is writing and what is scientific writing, what is academic writing, or why academic writing is important for us, and types of academic writing. So we know that writing is a tool, is not a language, but basically it's a tool that is used to make language be read, and it's a medium of human communication. Writing is always very much important, where you communicate with human beings, and through the writing we can read our expressions. Why writing is important? It is very important. And even in education, it is important because we have to write so many documents, and any student at a high level institution will be usually required to write a variety of dissertations, papers, essays, and a lot of things are there that he or she has to write. So writing has a great significance. uh, but now, uh, today's topic is academic writing. So the word academic is attached with the writing, that is making it specific. So academic writing is a process of writing analytically. Here you are going to breaking down the ideas with the purpose of presenting information that depicts a clear understanding of a certain subject. Academic writing is an analytic writing. Okay, it's a process of presenting ideas in rational, organized, systematic, reasonable, and logical way. All these things I have clarified in the previous lecture. So if you want to know about them, that how we can present our ideas in a rational, organized, systematic, and reasonable, logical way, so you can get back and you can watch another lecture. Yeah. So this is the process where you have to consider all these things. A list of documents where academic writing is used. We use this writing in many documents, especially in our research papers, in our research proposals, in scientific papers, academic journals, research report, essays, paragraphs, books, reviews, dissertations, theses, abstract. In all these documents, we are using academic writing. Okay, academic writing, but academic writing, though we are using it, but the style of academic writing is different. There are three main types: descriptive writing style, and narration, and argumentative. So I have separate lectures on description, narration, as well as on argumentation. But briefly I can say that descriptive writing is the writing style in which you are uh, going to make a picture in the mind of the reader, and where you are using sensory details, uh, and in narration you are going to tell a story about an event, or about your experience. That should be uh, in argumentative writing. You are going to convince your readers about your point of view. You are convincing them that whatever you are saying is right. So when we use our these are ways through which we can write our research papers. These are ways through which we can write our uh, paragraphs and essays. Okay, now the question is that how can we make our writing academic? What we have to avoid while making our writing academic. So the first thing that I'm going to explain is that you have to avoid cliche. And now the question is that what is cliche? These are the phrases or expressions that are so overused and that are so common that have lost their original meaning. Fine. So we use many expressions, many phrases don't have the original meaning. For example, to express our time, we are using a phrase that in the nick of time. That means just in time. So maybe this in the nick of time, you cannot understand the meaning through this phrase, while the meaning is just in time. Only time will tell you. Something will become clear over time. So these are a few phrases regarding the time that are that seems opposite to the meaning. Okay, and all is fair in love and war. It's a very common phrase and so overused, which means to go to any extent to claim somebody's love. But we have to avoid such cliches in our academic writing. It is not academic writing is a writing where you have to avoid informal voices, where you have to avoid commonalities, where you have to avoid informal tone, where you have to avoid different phrases that are so common and overused. Okay. Well, let's see at the last that what goes around comes around. It's a phrase. That we use usually, but there is no need of using such phrases in your academic writing. And it's a list of another uh, so many phrases are there that you should try to avoid. You can look at the picture and read it yourself and remember this chart whenever you're writing your thesis or research paper or your paragraph. Wordiness. There is no need of wordiness in academic writing. Wordiness basically is the use of more than necessary words to express a meaning. Uh, Okay, don't use so many words to express the meaning. You have to directly write whatever you want to write, and this wordiness show you as you are lazy or careless writer, and that's why you are using many words. Here we have an example. In the sentence shows that in this paper, I am planning to describe the hobby that I enjoy of collecting old comic books. Okay, so let's see that in this paper I'm planning to describe the hobby. There is no need that you should write all these things. Basically, the theme are the core of this sentence is that I enjoy collecting old comic books. So avoid wordiness. For example, you have to say now. So why are you saying at the present time? Are big in size. What is the meaning of big in size? Simply say big. Red in color. Red is itself a color. There is no need to include in color. Okay. In the event that simply write if. So you have to look at this list of word and you have to avoid such wordiness. You can replace or revise these words through these simple one word. Slides are visible to you and you can get help. Yeah. So the next pretentious words also you should avoid them because pretentious they're just intended to attract and impress others. But here our task is not to attract people while we have to write something simple in simple and a logical way. Fine. So revise these pretentious words that are in front of you. Instead of writing initiating, you have to simply write begin, facilitate means you have to write help, transmit means send. So you should try to revise such words in your academic writing. Yanrick, okay, and also avoid the words that relate to the whole group or class because sometimes they make the things confused. Okay, we often use words such as good, bad, wonderful. Actually, good. I have heard from many students that they say that we want to be a good teacher. But what is the meaning of good? What they want to be? They want to be good in what respect? Morally, they want to be good, or in what? It's a confusing thing for me. Okay, so thinking about the meaning of such words, you will find that they are vague and do not describe precisely what you want to describe. So it's much better to avoid such vocabulary. Jargon and slang. Yeah, these are two confusing terminology. Many people try to make a different difference between them, and still, but you have to avoid jargon and slang. Basically, jargons and slangs they are the language varieties, and the main difference between them is that jargon is terminology that we particularly used in our specific field in our professions, and okay. And slang is informal words and expressions that are not considered standard in the speaker's dialect or language. So we are first going to define about the jargon. That is a terminology. Okay. It's a special type of language. How it is special? It's a language. For example, police officers often write that code 8, but everyone doesn't know the meaning of code 8 while the men from police line know that what is the meaning of code 8 or what is FTP or what is CRPC under code 898. We are unaware of these terms. Okay, but if you are okay, the same thing you can see here that in science subject we have many key terms like ESR, ISG, CP. Okay, most of the people are going for the test of CP, but they don't know what is CP. Why CP test लिख के दिया है? We don't know what is CP. CP is basically the complete picture. So jargon, there is no need of such language in your academic writing. Academic writing should be clear, concise, and research based. ठीक है? Slang. It's a colloquial variety of language that is used in highly informal situation. Okay, the most now look at this sentence. I love Paul. He is just a go-go kind of guy. What's the meaning of go-go kind of guy? Now let's see that. I love Paul. He is an energetic and easy-going person. Go-go. This term is seems to me awkward. ठीक है? And so please you have to avoid such things. And if you want to know something about jargon and slang, so kindly go watch my another video that is connected with your with these things. And up तक के लिए इतना ही. So Allah Hafiz.